Can you imagine yourself speaking with passion, speaking to an engaged audience, and possibly even getting paid to speak? I'm Diane Windingland with Virtual Speech Coach, and you can do all that and more when you master your message. Now, I'm not talking about exactly creating the message, although that's important. I'm also not talking about how to tell a great story, also very important, nor am I talking about how to deliver with more confidence. Again, very important. I'm talking about something even more foundational, and that's getting really clear on your message, your audience, your topic, so that you'll connect with an audience. Now, this usually doesn't happen in a one and done situation. So at the end, I'll share a way that you can connect with me and get a free consult where we can talk about how you can master your message. But let's get started. You're going to learn three things. The first is topic selection, then audience analysis, and finally, think, feel, do outcomes for your audience. Let's get started with your topic, the 3 Ps. The first P that you need when you consider possible topics is passion. It has to be something you are passionate about, you're excited about. Because if you pick a topic that, well, you think it's important, but you're not excited, that'll come across to your audience and they won't be excited either. Then there's proficiency. You need to talk about something that you know, something that you have experience with. And finally, profitability. Now, profitability as a speaker doesn't always mean getting paid to speak. It might mean that you speak for free, but you use it as lead generation for your business, where you speak to a group and then they sign up for something that actually generates income for you. Or if you're speaking for work, it might mean that you get a promotion. Or for a nonprofit, maybe you'll speak on a hot topic that will gain donations for your nonprofit. So profitability can happen in a lot of ways. Ideally, your passion, proficiency, and profitability will all come together so that you have a topic that's right in the sweet spot. Looking first at passion. What do you love to do, to learn, to talk about, to teach, to spend time or money on? And consider your talents and your childhood passions. You may have to dig a little bit deep. Moving on to proficiency. Consider your personal experiences, your life experiences, your professional experiences, your education and training, skills that you may have, talents, hobbies, your desire and ability to learn. You may ultimately talk on something that you may not have a lot of proficiency with right at the moment, but maybe you have such a passion to learn about it that it becomes a proficiency for you. Then profitability. The topic you pick does matter. You have to think about who's going to hire you. Now, there are some evergreen topics and there's also some trending topics, and sometimes you can combine them. Here's a chart with a few ideas of topics that are evergreen topics that are always going to be in demand, from creativity and innovation, change management, leadership communication, maximizing performance, and sales and marketing. And some trending topics would be DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, digital transformation, artificial intelligence, online commerce, online sales, health and wellness, dealing with stress, meditation, mindfulness, holistic health, spirituality, mental health, and safety at work. The circular or global topics, that would be what's happening around the world. It could be trade wars, economy updates, if that's your area. And the circular economy is an economic system based on reuse and regeneration of materials or products. This is related to sustainability. And then the future of work. I recently have had a client who is working on her second keynote with me. She is a leadership coach and she speaks on leadership, often to human resource professionals. So she combined both an evergreen topic of leadership with a trending topic. And here is her probable title of her keynote: The Future of Work, Building the Next Generation of Leaders. Think about who your ideal audience is. Sometimes you can even picture just one person and let that be the audience that you designed for. What is the age range, the male to female ratio, job responsibilities or personal responsibilities, biggest pain points? Why would they care about your topic? What do they expect? For example, for my topics on communication skills, the age range is typically about 30 to 60, with some clients older, some clients younger, but that's the main age range. Male to female ratio is about even. Job responsibilities typically are professionals, often in technical fields, but in all fields. Sometimes I have entrepreneurs who are wanting to speak to build their business or to pitch to investors. Biggest pain points: confidence actually is the biggest pain point. And then clarity, making sure they're clear on their message and engaging. Why would they care? Well, their business or their profession demands that they get better. What do they expect? They expect pretty prescriptive coaching where I give them things to work on and they work on them and build skills along with some accountability. So what is your ideal audience? Once you think about that, think about for your topic, what do you want your audience to think, feel, or do at the end of your presentation? Begin with the end in mind. What do you want them to think? What do you want them to feel? And when it comes to do, I suggest just one action. What do you want them to do next? You can think about it like this. I'll give you an example. Let's say I was a college professor and my audience was college students. The topic would be presentation skills. And here's an example: think, feel, do. I want the students to think this: I can speak with confidence. I want them to feel excited to present, not so much nervous, but excited. And what I want them to do is to speak on a topic of high interest at the next class. My one sentence message, which I may never say in the presentation, but this is my North Star guiding me in the presentation so I don't get off track, is: learning powerful public speaking skills will give you the confidence to voice your message and to change your world. So maybe pause this video and take a moment to come up with your audience think, feel, do, and message. Today, the 3 takeaways were your topic selection with the 3 Ps: passion, proficiency, profit, and audience analysis. Can you picture your ideal audience? When you create a message, what do you do? What do you think about for the end? What do you want your audience to think, feel, or do? Hopefully you can imagine yourself speaking with passion, speaking to an engaged audience, and getting paid to speak. I hope that you're more excited about your possible topic and your audience. And if you're ready to take the next baby step, I suggest you schedule a complimentary session with me. And you can put your phone up to the QR code, or I'll have a link to book in the description. What you could expect at this session is that we would set a purpose for the session. Do you want to talk about your audience, your topic, your message, or something else? We can discuss your goals as a communicator. We can also give you at least one actionable idea and even talk about how we might work together in the future. But this is a free consult, so take advantage of it. and begin to master your message and take the first steps to create a compelling message.